say once a farmer was living, owning a piece of land, a few acres of land. The land was very close by to the river. At the time, the river was perennial river. You know what is the meaning of perennial river? Yes? Who can tell what is the meaning of perennial river? Throughout the year, the water used to flow in the river. Throughout the year, not seasonally alone. So he took the water for irrigation and he was doing cultivation. Good income was there. He was very, very happy. His life was very, very peaceful. Unfortunately, a few years, 3-4 years, there was no rain. So gradually the water level gone down, and 2 or 3 years the river was completely dried. So there was no water for irrigation. There was no water for irrigation. So the farmer was thinking when the rain will come. He was expecting the nature. Okay, and the rain was not out there. So the land was completely empty without any cultivation. So slowly the farmer felt this land is of no use. Barren land. Barren land means the land which is not having any cultivation. Okay. Then he was waiting for the rain for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. How much amount he was saving, everything is gone. He spent everything. Now he was not having any money. Then finally one day he decided, okay, we will sell the land. We will sell the land and we will go to the nearby town where we can go and start a business. That was the idea. Then how to sell the land with a good rate? Because now there is no cultivation. When a person is coming to buy the land, what they will see? Whether cultivation is going on. If cultivation is going on, good rate will be there. If it is empty, dry means rate will be very low. So he was thinking what to do for that. Then he approached a good writer. He is a writer, you know, the story writers having lot of imaginations, you know. He approached one writer. He told about it. I want to sell the land. You have to help me. Okay. Then the writer said, okay, first to show the land where it is. I want to see the land. Okay. Now the farmer took him, showed the land, nearby to the river, and the river was dry, land was also dry. So the writer was going around and he was observing everything. Then he came back. Both of them came back. Very next day, the writer alone went to the land and he observed some more. Because he has to write about the land, you know. So, okay, he learned something. He came back. Then he called the real estate agents. You know, for the real estate agents, the people who are buying the land and selling the land, you know, he called, they are very shortly, real estate agents are very shortly called realtors. Realtor. Okay. Then he fixed one particular date. The auction will be there on the date. Who did this? Writer. We want to sell the land. So those who are interested to buy the land, we can come and make auction. Who is quoting higher amount can buy the land. Okay, on that particular day, 25 to 30 realtors came. 25 to 30 agents came. All were meant to sit in a hall. Okay, the writer was there. The land owner was also sitting next to him. Then the writer wanted to explain about the land, so that the realtors can get information about it, you know. What is the land, what are the facilities are there, everything. Then with the permission of the landlord, the writer wanted to explain to the realtors. He started. He said, this land, soil is so fertile. Then he said, in this particular soil, these are the varieties of crops can grow very, very well. Now this land was depending on river for irrigation. But if you dig a well, within 15 feet depth, you will get water. The water quality used to be like this, good for cultivation. And there are so many things positive about the land he was explaining. All the realtors were listening to. Even the landlord was also listening to the explanation given by. Okay? Now the writer explained more and more about it. Then after half an hour, he stopped it. Okay, I have given full information. Okay, now you can ask for the rate. In the meantime, after listening to all these things, the landlord got up and he said, "Dear realtors, I don't want to sell the land." Actually, he was interested to sell the land. But now he said, "I don't want to sell the land." The writer gave explanation. So many positives about my land. I did not understand that. Now only I am understanding this. When my land is having so much of facilities, the soil is fertile, the groundwater is available, very less depth, and so many positives are there in my land. Why should I sell? I don't want to sell. I want to try. I want to dig a well. Then I want to once again continue my cultivation. Okay, so the landlord did not sell the land at all. This is the story. This is the story. Now I want to make a comparison here. The landlord is you are all. You are all compared to the landlord. Then the land, the fertile land is there now. That is your skill. The landlord at the beginning did not know the positives of the land, his own land, is it not? Like that, sometimes you may not know what is the value of your potential. Sometimes you do not know what are the skills you have, how much the strength of the skill. Sometimes you may not be knowing about it. Then who is the writer? You have to see. Who is the writer? Who can guess and tell me? Who is the writer? Who? They are teachers. The teachers are writers. Parents cannot sometimes. Parents will be busy with their own either business or job or anything. But who can understand your skill, who can understand your potential? Teachers. Okay? So, by understanding your skill, your potential, your efficiency, your ability, they are conducting some programs like this. What is that? Quiz program. Sometime before, what was? Debate. Is it not? The debate, conversation. Is it not? Now, it is connected with the, online classes. Is it not? Whether it is one team is for pro and another one team is against. Is it not? So, all these things are, already you have the skill. Okay? Now the teachers are ready to bring it out of it. Okay? So that I wanted to tell, just it came into my mind and telling like, our own skill we may not understand most of the time. Now the reason why we are not understanding our potential, why we are not understanding our own skill, shyness. Is the first enemy for the student, shyness. For that, what you have to do? We have to develop courage. We have to develop courage. We have to leave the shyness and we have to develop the courage. Who can give you the courage? To some extent, your parents, but the maximum extent by your teachers. Maximum extent by your teachers. Only your teachers can make you to become very courageous, bold. Okay. For that they are giving a lot of opportunities for you. The opportunities are the platform for you. You can stand on it and you can develop your skill, you can understand your skill. Is that clear now? Real tasks of the real task society. Real tasks of society. Clear? But the important person, writer. They are our teachers. Okay, at so many ways, so many there is occasions. They are giving you opportunity. I'll give one more what already your teachers have executed and also succeeded in.